So I'm currently in the process of designing a new brand for a new product we're creating called Metritool. The whole project I've been doing in Sketch so far. So I'm going to just sort of show you a few things of how I do the brand, how I use Sketch to create the brand and create various different elements to do with that. So let's have a look. Let's get Sketch open, and we can see here this is the logo that we've got. So over on the left hand side here, I've got what I call the Trine, which is a triangle with an M in it, so Trine. And there are 4 different versions I've created, although technically it's only really one version. So we've got one with a coloured version on a dark background, coloured version on a light background, and then some flat versions. And then we've got the full logo down here, which has got the Trine and then the text and then a sort of tagline underneath as well. And here on the right hand side is just an example of what it might look like on a nice background. These little items here I've all created as symbols, which means I can easily then convert this sketch file into a sketch library, which means I can then very simply take it out and put it into other sketch files. So when I start working on the UI or something like that, I can just take this library file and use it there. Also in this one, I use the pages system over here. So I've created sort of a series of color symbols, which are all the different colors that we're using, and they're part of our style guide. And then I can easily copy them over into other apps as well. And I load them all up in here as well into the sort of the document colors palette. And then those document colors are then treated as library colors, which are easily usable. So for example, if I make a new sketch file here, just create a new artboard on here, and let's say I want to just print in a box, and I want to make the background color from my thingy. So if we go down here in the bottom corner, we can go down to Metritool branding, and I can just choose whichever color I want. So I can easily bring that in. The other nice thing is I can also go to symbols and bring in sort of the little Trine icon, and then I can put that wherever I want it to go, which is very handy, especially when you're designing UIs and you're going to be using these things everywhere. If I change this this logo in the other file, it'll also update in here, which is very handy as well for that sort of thing, because sometimes that could be annoying, I suppose. It depends on how well you sort of do things like that and how well you're keeping an eye on it. But I also have created a style guide page. This is just an artboard, a long artboard really, that is the style guide that can be shared with other people. These obviously use all the things, so if I change them, the style guide will automatically update. It provides examples of how the logos can be used, which types of logos there are. What happens if you add a little lozenge on the end of it as well is also there. And I also, when I'm designing any brand, I tend to just to see how the logo is going to work in situ in various situations. So for example, I'm designing an advert or something like that, I'll put it in there, and as you can see, I've done just dropped them on top of 2 random photos I just got from our sort of some stock images really, and then I've just found a boat. I just came out with this keeping your website in ship-shape thing. It's almost certainly never going to see the light of day, but I just wanted to pull it in, see what I could do. So I've just pulled in the Trine thing up here. And on this one, I'm using the full flat white logo on the background, which is all looking quite nice, I think. So yeah, that's how I do it. I create the library file. I put all my logos in one place. I design them on a couple of different background colors, make sure they all work. One of the nice things you can do with Sketch, which I should be able to show you, if I open this new file here, and I'll insert, let's insert the Trine dark on light. And that has come into here as in our sort of the blue color, but what we can do over here is select from our color palettes, our color symbols, to choose different colors that might go onto it. So I've got my my gradients here, which I can use to make it do different things, and this all uses the same colors from our imported library. So that's quite nice. I've got a light yellow there. I could put a background on that. I'm very, give that a colour like that. I don't think that's a great colour, but you never know. It might be useful one day. So yeah, that's how I'm using it, and I find it to be a very handy way of doing it. And I'm hoping it's going to be useful going forward. What I will do though is export all of this stuff as sort of a folder of PNGs, JPEGs, SVGs, so when they need to be used somewhere, they're all ready to go. And I'm usually, it's relatively trivial. We just select the 4 we want. And over on here on the right hand side, we'll choose PNG. I normally export them as really big PNGs. We're all going to be coming out transparent now. And to be honest, I don't need that. We only need that one, and that one really, because this one's the same on both. And then we just press export, make a little folder called logos, make another folder in there called PNGs, so easy to find. Hit the export, and that'll get them exported, and then do the same with the full logos, make them all exportable, make them a bit bigger, 2 times normal size. Go back up into, actually that's still PNG, sorry, so we'll just export that too. And there we go, and there we, oops, what have I done there? There we go, and there we have it. So they're all now exported onto my desktop over here. So if I want to pull out one of these, I've got them here, ready to go. One thing I've just spotted, the flat on dark has got include in export ticked. In fact, they probably all do. Let's go and just turn all that off. Get them exported out now again. Just overwrite all those files. Yes, please overwrite. And then our folder of PNGs is going to look a little bit more usable. And now they're ready to go. Whoever might need them on our team, and they'll be available. I'll make them all available to them, and I'll do the same to export them as SVG files as well, as they're most commonly used. So when we need a little Twitter avatar, we've got the resources there to do it. So yeah, that's Metritool. I haven't really said a lot about what it's going to do yet. The tagline is ultimate website monitoring. So you can take from that what you will, but we'll be talking more about that a lot more over the next little while. So why not get onto Twitter and follow us, twitter.com/Metritool. Yep, that's the one. It'll be there by the time you get there, because I was just checking it was free. By the time you get there, will be Metritool. So give us a follow. We're going to try and post some things about how we're building the product and what the product is. So more of that coming up in a little while. But that was sort of my little video on how the branding's worked. So hope you enjoyed that. Hope it was useful. And if you've got any questions maybe about all more detailed things on Sketchwork, then give me a shout.